Hello friends, thank you so much for joining me for this winter solstice yoga practice. So today we are going to honor the transition of the season. So winter solstice is a turning point of the year when we will have the longest night of the year. But also after today, the light is starting to return back, so our day will be a little bit longer. If you are in the northern hemisphere of the earth, like me, this makes it a perfect time to really retreat back to ourselves, as we are also approaching the end of the year. Maybe you can invite more light into your life, making it a transition point of your life as well. In these winter days, maybe you need a little bit heat or inner fire to go after what you really want in your life. So this will be a dynamic practice. We will be focusing on building that inner fire, how to tap into that inner fire that is always within us. Let's start in a cross-legged seated position. You can bring your hands gently resting on your knees, closing your eyes, finding a moment of stillness. Just allow yourself to fully arrive, observing how are you feeling at the beginning of this practice. Observing how is your breathing. Now I invite you to bring your hands in prayer in front of your heart center. You can go ahead and set intention for this practice, or just ask yourself why you showed up today. Whenever you are ready, you can release your hands down. Keep your eyes closed here. We're going to start with some spinal circles. Keep your hips glued on the mat, just starting to moving your spine from one direction. Nice and slow, starting to awaken that energy from our spine. And reverse the circle towards the opposite side. Just noticing the sensations you are feeling on your physical body. And slowly return yourself back to center, making that circle smaller and smaller. Sit up nice and tall. Then we're going to draw some circles with our shoulder. So moving your shoulders back, lifting it up and moving it forward as you are drawing a circle forward. And switch the direction. So first bring your shoulders forward, lifting it up and rolling it back. Really moving your entire shoulder girdle, exploring this full range of motion. And coming back to center. On your next inhale, sending your arms up towards the sky, flipping your palms, interlace your fingers, gaze look up. As you exhale, rounding your spine, you can tuck your chin towards your chest, sending your arms forward in front of you. Inhale, back to center, lifting your arms up, gaze look up. Exhale, rounding your spine. So just like a cat and cow movement. One last round. Inhale, taking your gaze up. Exhale, rounding your spine. Inhale, back to center, lifting your arms up. Exhale, you can use your right hand to pulling your hand towards your right, a big side body opening. Then you can bring your right hand down to the mat and reach your left arm over. Keep pushing your left hip down towards the mat. Inhale, back to center, arms up, lifting it up. Exhale, bending towards your left as much as you can. Then bring your left hand down, reach your right arm up and over. Finding some extension from the side of the body. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, right hand on top of the left knee, finding a twist, sending your left hand back. Gaze look back. Inhale, returning back to center, lifting your arms up. Exhale, twisting towards your right. So left arm on top of the right knee. Gaze look back. Twisting from your spine, so your hips are anchored on the mat. Inhale, back to center, lifting up your arms. Exhale, fold forward. You can walk your fingertips as far as you can. Breathe. And slowly walking those fingertips towards you to lifting up your torso and your gaze. Let's transition into a tabletop. Finding an all fours pose. Bring your knees underneath your hips, your wrists underneath your shoulders. Finding a neutral spine here. A few rounds of cat and cows. So as you inhale, drop your belly, lifting up your gaze, lifting up your chest. Exhale, rounding your spine, pushing the floor away through your hands. Once again, inhale, drop your belly in, tuck your tailbone out, gaze look up. Exhale, chin towards your chest, rounding your spine. You can continue like this on your own pace, connecting the movement with your breath. You can keep your eyes closed, simply noticing the movement. Slowly returning back to center, coming back into a neutral spine. Starting to engage your core here, sending your right leg back, pointing your toes down, activating your core, then sending your right arm forward, finding some balance. Inhale, and as you exhale, knee towards your elbow, crunch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee towards your elbow, crunch. Last time, inhale. And exhale, knee towards your elbow. Extend your legs, your arms, then release it back. Let's do this on the other side. Straighten your left leg back, engaging your core. Then slowly sending your right arm forward. Your arm, your legs are in line. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, knee towards your elbow, crunch. Inhale, extend it back. Exhale, knee towards your elbow. Last time, inhale. And exhale, knee towards your elbow. You can release, extending your arms and your legs. And release it back into a tabletop. From here, And from here, we're going to slowly hovering our knees over the mat. So really activating your core, strong wrists, strong arms. Feeling that fire starting to igniting within you. And release it back. Walking your hands forward until you find a big poppy stretch, relaxing your forehead down. Relaxing your lower back, finding a big opening through your shoulders. On your next inhale, you can slowly lifting up your gaze. Bring your forearm down towards the mat and slowly sending your pubic floor down. Maybe you need to move your hips back. So aligning our shoulders over the elbows, finding a sphinx pose. Relaxing your shoulders away from your ears, lifting up your sternum. A little bit back bend here. Release, bring your forehead down. You can bring your fingertips outer edge of your mat. Another spinal movement. On your next inhale, pushing through your fingertips and lifting up your gaze, lifting up your chest. Exhale, release. Once again, inhale, pushing through your fingertips to lifting up your gaze. Exhale, release. Last round. So making this a wave-like motion. Inhale, pushing it up. Exhale, release it down. Now bring your hands next to your chest, sending your hips back, tuck your toes under, finding our first downward facing dog. You can keep your knees micro bent here, starting to lift one heel after another, paddling your legs, walking your dog. Just stretch the back side of your legs, your calf muscles, your hamstrings. Maybe moving your head towards any direction you need. Just do any movement your body needs right now. And slowly taking a baby steps forward until you land in between your hands. You can bring your feet hip distance apart, finding a ragdoll fall here. Allow your upper body to fall heavy. Grab the opposite elbows, just swing side to side. Relax your back, relax your head. Just release any tension. Release your arms down whenever you are ready, pressing through your feet. Roll up inch by inch, coming back to standing. Inhale, sending your arms up, reach your fingertips as high as you can. And as you exhale, bending into your knees, release your upper body down. Allow your arms to swing. Inhale, pushing through your feet, slowly rolling it up inch by inch, coming back to standing, lifting up your arms. As you exhale, fold forward. You can exhale out through your mouth. Your next inhale, slowly sending your arms up, lifting it up. Exhale, open your mouth, release any tension. Relaxing your arms. Now we are going to bring our arms back, interlace your fingers, adding some stretch on our upper back, on our shoulders. Try to push that chest towards your thigh. Maybe moving your hips toward left to right. Just allow your body to be loose. And slowly bring your arms down. Once again, pushing through your feet, rise up high, coming back to standing. Exhale, hands in front of your chest, release. Let's come to the top of your mat. We are going to do a few rounds of sun salutation to build some heat in our body. So finding a high mountain pose, grounding through your feet. You can bring your feet together, shoulders relaxed. Whenever you are ready, inhale, swiping your arms up. Exhale, fold forward towards your legs, bending into your knees if you need. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, planting your palms, step it back into high plank pose. Shoulders over your wrists, and slowly bending into your elbows, finding a Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, rolling your shoulder back. Exhale, downward facing dog, pushing your tailbone up towards the sky. Trying to bring your heels down towards the mat. Straighten your arms, straighten your legs. Gaze look towards your ankles. Your next inhale, gaze look forward. Step forward into a halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, pushing through your feet, rise up high, arms up. Exhale, Samastitihi, release. Let's continue. On your next inhale, sending your arms up. Exhale, dive forward towards your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, planting your palms, step it back into high plank. Then lowering down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, rolling your shoulder back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pushing your chest towards your thigh. External, rotate your arms. Next inhale, gaze look forward, step or jump forward. Come back into a halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up high, coming into a high mountain. Exhale, Samastitihi, release. One last round. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, planting your palms, step or jump back into high plank. Bending into your elbows, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Deep breath here. In your next inhale, gaze look forward, step or jump forward into a halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise all the way up, bring your arms up. Exhale, Samastitihi, release. Sun Salutation B. So finding a Utkatasana chair pose, bending into your knees, rise your arms up. Exhale, straighten your legs, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, planting your palms, step or jump back. Chaturanga Dandasana, lowering down. Inhale, pushing into upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, sending your right leg forward, pivot your back heel down, rise all the way up into a warrior one. Exhale, bring your palms down, step it back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, lifting it up into upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Next in breath, step your left leg forward. Warrior one, arms up. Exhale, lowering down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, lifting up your gaze. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing deeply here. On your next inhale, gaze look in between your hands, step or jump forward, coming into a halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bending into your knees, rise into Utkatasana chair pose. Exhale, straighten your legs, Samastitihi, release. Let's continue our flow here. Inhale into a chair pose, Utkatasana. Bring your hips down, bending into your knees, engaging your core. And slowly we're going to lift up our right leg. Take a big step back. And drop that right knee down into the mat, finding an Anjaneyasana low lunge. On your next in-breath, lean your body forward. As you exhale, opening up your chest, cactus your arms, squeezing your shoulder blades together. Inhale, arms back to center. Then bring your both hands down back to the mat. We're going to slowly shifting our hips back, straighten our left leg. You can flex your right toes, feeling the stretches on your hamstrings. Inhale, moving it forward, finding a high lunge, lifting up your right leg. Relaxing your shoulders away from your ears, then pivoting your back heel down, finding a warrior two, so your hips facing towards the right side of the mat. You can bring your right hand on the back of your right leg, reach your left arm back, reverse your warrior. Coming back to center, you can bring your left hand outer edge of your left foot, finding an extended side ankle. And slowly pivoting yourself back to center, step it back. Finding your vinyasa, lowering down into chaturanga. Inhale into upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, gaze look in between your hands, step or jump forward, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, coming into Utkatasana. Exhale, release, Samastitihi. Let's do this sequence on the other side. On your next in-breath, finding Utkatasana, sending your hips down, bending into your knees. Then slowly lifting up our left foot, pick up our left foot. And send it back until you land on the mat. And slowly dropping that left knee down. Finding a low lunge here, pushing your hips down and forward. Inhale, lean your body forward. As you exhale, cactus your arms, opening up your chest, bending into your elbows. Inhale, coming back to center. Then you can bring your both hands down, landing on the mat. Slowly straighten our right leg. Shifting our hips back, straighten that leg to stretch out our hamstrings, forehead towards our right leg. Next in breath, moving it forward, coming back into high lunge, strong legs, rise that arms up. Then slowly pivoting our back heel down, opening up our body towards the side, finding a warrior two. Stand up nice and tall here. Left hand on the back of our left leg, sending our right arm back, reverse the warrior. Inhale, back to center. Now bring your right hand either inside or outside of your right leg, finding extended side angle. Arms alongside of your ears, finding some extension through your legs, your side of the body, and your arms. And slowly pivoting yourself back to center, to the top of the mat. Sending your legs back, finding your vinyasa. Lowering down into Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, pushing through your hands, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Just observing the heat you just created within your body. Breathing deeply. Let's continue our flow. On your next inhale, sending your right leg up towards the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee towards your nose, rounding your spine. Inhale, extend it back. Exhale, knee towards your nose. Inhale, extend it back. Last round. Exhale, knee towards your nose. Keep your spine round as much as you can. And slowly, gently stepping that foot in between your hands. Rise up all the way into high lunge. Really strong legs here. From here, slowly pivoting your back heel down. Finding a warrior two. Gaze look towards your front hand. We're going to straighten our right leg. You can move your back heel a few inches closer, finding Trikonasana triangle pose. You can bring your right hand either on your shins, on your leg, or maybe you have a block, and sending your left arm up. Your spine is straight. Take your gaze up towards your hands. Then you can bring your gaze down, bending into your right knee, transitioning into a half moon here. So you can stand on your right foot, maybe micro bend your knees to find the balance. Using your core, sending your arms up. If you feel comfortable, you can take your gaze, look up. Option to stay here or finding your sugar cane here by bending into your left knee. Use your left hand to grab that foot into your hands. Quite intense pose for our hips, and also maintain that balance. And slowly release. You can take a big step back, pointing your left toes out, heels in. We're going to transition into a Skandasana on our left leg, bending into our left knee. Straighten our right leg, flexing the right toes, feeling the stretches on your hips and hamstrings. If this is too intense for you, you can always use the support of your hands or lifting up your heels. Otherwise, bring your hands in prayer. Now take your gaze towards your right toes. We're going to slowly transition into a warrior two. So landing your right foot forward. Bring your right knee on top of the right ankle. Then cartwheel your arms forward. Bring yourself back to the top of your mat. Slowly lowering down into Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, we all find ourselves in the downward facing dog. Breathing deeply. Let's do this on the other side. On your next inhale, left leg up towards the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee towards your nose, rounding your spine. Inhale, kick your leg back. Exhale, left knee towards your nose or your forehead. Keep your spine round. Last round, inhale, kick it back. Exhale, knee towards your nose. Keep your spine round as much as you can to create some space. Then slowly step that foot into your hands, pushing through your legs to send your torso up, finding a high lunge here. Rise your arms up alongside of your ears. Shoulders relaxed away from your ears. Then slowly pivoting your back heel down, finding a warrior two. Gaze look towards your middle finger. And straighten our left leg. Bring your right foot a few inches forward to shorten the stance. And find your Trikonasana here, lifting up your arms. Your spine is straight, opening up your chest. Gaze look up if your neck feels okay. Then slowly bring your gaze down towards your left foot and take a step forward, standing on your left foot into half moon. Sending your right arm up, maybe bring your gaze look up if you feel comfortable. Using your core to find the balance, micro bend your left knee. Again, option to stay in this half moon or into a sugar cane. You can use your right hand to grab that right foot in towards your hands. Finding a steady gaze point to maintain the balance. Then take a big step back. You can pointing your right toes out, heels in. And bending towards our right leg. Skandasana. Straighten our left leg. If you feel comfortable, you can bring your hands in prayer. Just enjoy this deep stretch of our hips and hamstrings. On your next in-breath, you can take your gaze to your left foot and landing on your left foot, finding a warrior two. And slowly pivoting yourself back to the top of the mat, step it back. Finding your flow here, finding your vinyasa. Taking your time. You are always welcome to rest in child's pose if your body needs. And we all land in the downward facing dog. A few deep breaths here. Let's continue the flow on your next inhale, sending your right leg up towards the sky. And exhale, bring your right knee towards your right elbow. Then step that foot outer edge of your right arm. You can slowly drop that left knee down towards the mat, finding a lizard pose. Adding a quad stretch here, you can start to kick that back heel closer towards the glutes and start to send that right hand back to grab that foot in towards your hands. Try to pull that foot closer towards the glutes to intensify the stretch. Noticing the sensations on your quads and your hips. And slowly let go of that foot, coming back into a lizard pose. Option to stay on your hands or on your forearms if your body needs a little bit more intensity. Just send all your breath down towards your hips. Finding your natural flow of your breath. Either on your forearms or on your hands, we're going to start lifting up our left leg and sending our right leg back into a forearm plank. So if you are on the high plank, you can lowering down into the forearms, activating your core, activating that inner fire. Stay here for a few more breaths, pulling your belly towards your spine. And release. You can bring your pubic floor down, bring your belly down towards the mat, finding a Sphinx pose. Relaxing your core, relaxing your abdominal muscles. Then relax your forehead down, pushing through your hands, sending our hips back, finding downward facing dog. Shifting your weight forward into high plank. Lowering down Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, pushing through your hands, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's continue. Your next inhale, left leg up towards the sky. Exhale, left knee towards your left elbow. Let's step that foot outer edge of your left arm. Finding your lizard pose here. Drop your right knee down. Quad stretch on the other side. You can use your left hand to grab that right foot. Opening up your chest. Trying to pull that right heel towards your glutes. And release. Finding your own version of lizard pose, either resting on your hands or on your forearms. Stay here for a few more rounds of breath. Once again, lifting up our back leg and take a step back, landing in forearm plank. This time, walking our feet forward, finding a dolphin pose. Bring that tailbone as high as you can. And as you exhale, walking it back, forearm plank. Let's do this 2 more times. Forearm plank to dolphin, activating our core. Stay in this dolphin pose. And come back into a forearm plank. Bring your pubic floor down. Finding a seal pose, you can straighten your arms. Getting deeper into the back bend here. Last big breath in through the nose. Exhale, release. Preparing for the locust pose, Shalambhasana. Whenever you are ready, you can slowly lifting up your legs, lifting up your feet, pointing your toes. Then lifting up your chest, sending your arms forward as high as you can. Exhale, release. Second round. Whenever you are ready, lifting up your chest, sending your legs up, pointing your toes, and sending your arms forward, activating all the muscles on your legs. Lifting up as high as you can. Exhale, release. Last round. On your in-breath, lifting up your torso, lifting up your legs. Stay here. Squeeze your glute muscles. And exhale, release, pushing through your hands, sending your hips back, finding a child's pose. Keep your spine round here to counterbalance the back bend we just did. You can either stay in a regular child's pose or wild leg child's pose. Just noticing how are you feeling, noticing what is happening in your body. Whenever you are ready to continue, you can slowly moving out. Sit on your heels. So stay in this kneeling position. Bring your knees hip distance apart. We are going to get into a camel pose. It's another quite intense back bend. We're going to go step by step. So you can bring your hands on the side of your waist. Try to bring your elbows together, pushing your hips forward through your hands. Keep your head in the center. Whenever you feel comfortable, you can lean your head back. It's completely okay to stay here, or you can come into the full expression of the camel pose. Bring your hands on top of the heels, lifting up your chest, pushing your hips forward as much as you can, wide open your heart. And to come out safely, you can bring your hands back on your waist and slowly sending your hips back. Your head is the last one to come back. Landing in the child's pose. Allow your spine to recover. Relaxing your forehead, relaxing your neck, relaxing your backs. And slowly moving out, coming back into the downward facing dog. Let's continue our flow. On your next inhale, sending your right leg up towards the sky, three-legged dog. And exhale, step it back into your hands. We're going to find a wild leg forward fold stance. Bring your feet parallel to each other. Point your toes in and heels slightly out to protect your knees. I'm just going to face towards the camera. Coming into a halfway lift, bring your hands on the back of your head, and we're going to twist towards our right. So keep your hips square. Then you can bring your left hand down in the middle of the mat and reach your right arm up towards the sky. Finding a twist here. Inhale back to center. Now we are going to twist towards the left. You can bring your left hand down to the mat and reach your right arm up. So your left shoulder is stacked on top of the right. And slowly coming back to center. Bring our hands on our back, interlace your fingers. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Pulling your fist away from your body, finding a big stretch on your shoulders, on your arms, trying to bring your crown of your head towards the mat. Really strong legs. You should feel stretch on your legs, on your shoulders. And slowly pushing through your feet, rise up all the way. Bring your heels in, toes out. Bending into your knees, finding a goddess pose. Bending into your elbows, opening up your hips. Your spine is straight. Try to bring your hips down and straighten your legs. We are going to heel toe our feet to shorten the stance until we land in the Malasana Yogi Squat. Sending your hips down, bring your hands in prayer, finding your spine elongated. And slowly bring your hips down back to the mat. Finding a Navasana boat pose. You can first bring your shin parallel to the mat. Lean your body back, gaze look towards your big toes. Engaging your core, feeling that inner fire. Trying to pull your chest closer towards your legs, finding that balance. Breathe. Stay here. 3, 2, 1, and release. You can bring your feet down, hands down back to the mat, pushing through your hands, finding a reverse table here. Bring your chest towards the sky, squeezing your glute muscles. Maybe lean your head back. And release, sending your legs forward. Sit up nice and tall here. Janu Shirshasana. So you can bring your right sole of the foot towards the inner part of your thigh, right close to your groin. Inhale, reach your arms up, lengthening your spine. Exhale, fold forward towards your left leg. Hands either resting on your legs, on your shin, holding your toes, or wherever it is accessible for you today. Just allow your forehead to relax towards your legs. Feeling the stretches on your hamstrings. You can slowly use the help of your hands to lifting up your torso, lifting up your gaze. And we are going to bring our right hand on the back of our hips, fingertips pointing towards the back side of the mat, pushing through your hands to lifting up your hips, lifting up your torso, opening up your chest towards the sky, a big stretch. And exhale, release back to the mat, straighten our legs forward, maybe give it a nice shake. Let's do this on the other side. So you can bring our sole of the foot of our left foot in towards the inner part of the thigh. Inhale, lifting your torso up, arms up. Exhale, fold forward towards our right leg. It's completely okay to micro bend our right knee. Just feeling the stretches on your hamstrings and relax your lower back. Starting to invite our body to slow down, invite our heartbeat to slow down. And slowly, we're going to ease out of this pose, lifting up your gaze. Left hand on the back of our left hip, pushing through your left hand to send our hips up as high as you can. Last big stretch. Reach your arms forward alongside of your ears. And release it down, sending your both legs forward. Bring your arms forward, activating your core. We are going to lowering down with control of our core, slowly coming down into a lying down position. Planting your feet hip distance apart, bending into your knees. You can bring your hands close to your body with your palms facing down towards the mat. Try to bring your heels as closer as possible towards your hips. Whenever you are ready, pushing through your hands, your arms to lifting up your hips as high as you can. Lifting up your chest towards the sky. Maybe interlace your fingers behind your back. Squeezing your glute muscles, squeezing your knees in towards each other. And release it down. Second round, either the bridge pose or come into the wheel pose. So for the wheel pose, you wanted to bring your hands next to your ears and slowly pushing through your hands, lifting up your hips as high as you can. Really squeezing your glutes. And slowly coming down with control. You can hug your knees in towards your chest. Maybe tuck your chins towards your chest if it feels good. And release your head down. We're going to straighten our legs, pointing our sole of the feet towards the sky. Give it a nice shake, moving your toes, moving your ankles. Allow our legs, our feet to relax. Now we are going to cross our right knee on top of the left knee. Bring our left foot down in the mat. Using your left hand to pulling your right knee towards your left, finding a twist here. Keep pushing that right shoulder blades down towards the mat, extending your right arm forward and gaze look towards your right arm. With each exhalation, allow yourself to go deeper into this twist. You can using your left hand to gently pushing that right knee closer towards the mat. 3 deep breaths here. And slowly coming back to center, straighten your legs, give it a nice shake. Now we're going to do this on the other side, so crossing your left knee on top of the right, then use your right hand to bring that left knee towards the right. Gaze look towards the opposite direction. Trying to push your both shoulder blades down towards the mat. Gently inviting yourself to slow down. Invite your heartbeat to slow down. Allow yourself to sink a little bit deeper into the mat. Slowly roll your both hip down back to the mat. Give it last stretch or any movements, it feels good. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Gentle rock side to side. Gentle massage for your backs. Whenever you are ready, you can slowly send your legs forward, finding our last posture, savasana. So taking up a little bit space. Allow your feet to be wider than your shoulders. Palms facing up towards the sky to surrender. Gently inviting all the muscles to relax. There's nothing to do here. Shavasana is a gift for your body to integrate the benefit of this practice. Allow your breath to flow in and out without any control. Feeling the support beneath you. Allow your body to be fully supported by the earth. You are safe. You are grounded. You are supported. After this winter solstice, the line is starting to return back to our daily life, so we will have a longer days. So can you invite more light into your life? With each exhalation, release any tension, any worries, or anything that you no longer want to carry with you. And with each inhalation, you are inviting more light into your body. Just surrender to your own breath. Allow your breath to take you deeper into the state of relaxation. Just stay here with your body, with your breath. I will let you know when to come out. Slowly start to deepen your breath. You can start to bring your awareness back to your body. You can invite gentle movements back, moving your fingers, wiggling your toes, maybe moving your head towards left and right if it feels good. If you would like a last big stretch, you can reach your arms over your head, pulling your fingers, your toes away from your body. Then hug your knees in towards your chest. Gentle rock side to side from your back. And you can land to one side of the mat, finding a fetus position. So from the savasana, the dead man's pose, we come into a fetus position as a way of rebirth. So this is your opportunity to rise up, to be reborn in any shape you would like. Whenever you are ready, you can use the help of your hands, slowly moving out, come back into a cross-legged seated position. Sit up nice and tall here. Keep your eyes closed, simply noticing how you are feeling right this moment, noticing if there's any difference before and after this practice. As we are honoring the transition of the season, we are also honoring the constant change of our mind and body. You can bring your hands in prayer with your thumb touching your heart center. Just taking a moment to thank yourself for showing up for your wellness journey. Give thanks for the Mother Nature that nurtures us all. Give thanks to the teaching of yoga that brings our mind, body, and soul together. And we bow our head towards our hands. Namaste. Thank you so much for sharing this practice with me, and I hope to see you soon.